Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rago here from C-Kite, and I'm here with Aaron Johnson.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So we're just in our demo room here, and as you can see, one of the perks of working at a kite shop is you have to try all the different gear. So this week we're just heading up to our studio, and we're going to be doing a video on C-Kites, namely C-Kites versus everything else. So I've been getting a surprising number of requests for C-Kite. Go figure, there was my phone. Just,
I heard that.
let's just turn it off. You win.
Oh, but this is all about you.
Shut up, Siri. So I've been getting a surprising number of requests for C-Kite comparisons. C-Kites versus all-around kites, C-Kites versus freestyle kites, versus free ride kites. And with that said, I've decided to do a video specifically on C-Kites and who they are for. So there are three types of riders who are riding C-Kites right now. Riders who have been riding them forever since the early days of the sport and absolutely ripping. Riders who are making a living off of kiteboarding and competing. And lastly, riders who are kind of holding themselves back. So I'm probably going to put a lot of people up in arms over this topic today. So I'd just like to lead in with, if you're already using C-Kites, if you're progressing, if you're having fun, this video probably isn't for you. So who is this video for? Well, it's for that rider who is, just starting to really progress. Maybe you're unhooking for the first time, or, you have some of the basic tricks dialed, like landing back to blind, or you're going for your first handle passes. Point being here is that there are a lot of trade-offs for the raw power of a C-Kite, and it's really up for you to decide if it's worth it or not. Now, of course, all C-Kites have their differences. Some are more forgiving, some are more aggressive, like the Hadlau Vegas. Some have 4 lines, 5 lines, some even have 6 lines. Some iterations of the Fuel, for example, had micro bridles. Point being, there are some traits that are common amongst all C-Kites, and they're designed for a very specific purpose: getting the maximum pop and slack out of your kite and having a very raw feel. So what are some of the common traits that you can find among C-Kites? Very direct and heavy bar pressure, instantaneous feedback, fast and powerful kite loops, and lastly, explosive pop and slack. Now, that all sounds pretty good, right? So what are you giving up for all this raw performance? Well, they're going to have a reduced wind range, they're going to be less forgiving, it's going to take significantly more time and skill to relaunch these out of the water, and as well, the same goes for riding upwind. It's going to take more time and a lot more skill. If the wind gets a little bit gusty, they don't have that much D-power either. Basically, every little thing you do with your body, your hands, your board, that's going to affect the kite. So for advanced riders, that's great. For the rest of us, it's a lot easier to progress on a much more forgiving kite, and there's a lot of options to choose from. Now, I'm not knocking C-Kites by any means. They're actually incredibly fun kites in the right conditions. But if you think about it big picture, what's going to help you progress more? A kite that relaunches really easy, a kite that rocks you upwind, a kite that's going to be more forgiving and give you the confidence to try more tricks. And that's the point that I just really would like to drive home here today. So what kind of kites should you be looking at? Well, let's break down some of the different kind of kites that are out there. There's all-around kites like the Switchblade, the Evo, the RPM, or the Envy. You have performance freestyle kites that dabble into the freeride category, like the FX, the Dice, or the Dash. And from there, every brand has their own niche kites, from anything from wave to big air. Now, for most riders, an all-around kite really is a ticket. Let's take the Envy, for example. If you've ever heard of Brandon Scheid, for example, he rides the Envy and he absolutely rips. As well, there's the RPM, and you have Yuri Zun, the 2-time world champion, who's riding this kite right now. And if you think these kites are going to hold you back, just take a look at these guys. I'm going to include a couple links to their videos in the description of this video just so you can check it out. Point being, these guys are some of the best in the world, and they're not being held back by their kites. So I just want to reiterate, I'm not knocking C-Kites. I have friends who prefer them. They're incredibly fun. If you're that rider that just loves that raw power, that direct feel, you're going to want to be on a C-Kite, absolutely. But for everybody else, if you're looking to get out there and have fun and progress and just make your life a little bit easier, you're going to want to look at some other options. And there's a lot out there. And just, feel free to give us a call. We'd be happy to talk about it, walk you through it, let you know what the different options are, and let you know what kite's going to work best for you and your specific needs. I hope this video has cleared some things up for you. Like I always say, this is an open forum, so please leave comments. Let me know. If you're riding C-Kites and you love them, let me know what kite you're riding and why you love it. This is really more about getting a conversation going than anything, so leave some comments here. So hey, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And until next time, this has been Rygo at Matt Kite, and I'll see you next Wednesday.